Hello my dear friend, welcome back to my channel. This is Junie. First of all, I want to give a huge thank you to every single one of you who subscribed this channel, and we just reached 10k subscribers. I know 10k is not a huge number, but it means so much to me and I really appreciate all your support and love. So in today's video, I'm going to share my bullet journal supplies and also hold a special 10k giveaway. As some of you may know, I started bullet journaling exact 1 year ago. I can see I've tried all kinds of pens or markers, but for beginners, I definitely have some good recommendations. As I'm going through my Bujo supplies, I'll pick the ones that I think will be essential or helpful for you as gift. By the way, you don't need all of them in order to start bullet journaling because all you need is a notebook and a pen. But of course, if you want to add more art and fun into it, there are things that can help. So without further ado, now let's get started.
So first of all, notebook. There's no limitation of what kind of notebook you should use for bullet journal. It could be dotted, grade, line style, or even blank. Same for the size. A5, B5, or square, as long as you like. One thing I would suggest you to pay attention on is the thickness of the paper. If you're not a heavy marker or pen user, the regular thickness like 100 GSM or 120 GSM should work perfectly fine for you. But for me, I use watercolor and other art media a lot, so 160 GSM is definitely the one I would go with. Here I listed a few popular 160 GSM notebook, but I won't spend time going through one by one. You can find the review video on YouTube and find out which one you prefer the most in terms of the whiteness of the paper, darkness of the dots, and how much bleed through it can handle. Now let's talk about the other important piece, pen. I skipped the pencil and eraser because I believe you already have them and there's no special requirement on that. I just took a pencil and an eraser from my husband's collection since he has too many. But I do have a kneaded eraser which can help to erase the dark pencil mark when you overlay too many layers. It won't totally clean your pencil drawing, but it's really helpful when you only want to keep some light pencil mark. As for the fineliner, I would recommend Sakura Pigma Micro Fineliner pens. You can find in the package of 005, 01, 02, 03, 05, and 08. So these pens can pretty much cover most of the cases you want to write or draw things, and it's really smooth on the paper. I recently also discovered Sakura Pigma Graphic 1 and Brush, which quickly became my favorite for highlighting the outline and blacking out the area. So if you need, you can also get the package with those two in, which is actually one of my giveaway gifts for today. Another brush pen you probably saw a lot in Bujo videos is this Tumble Furinasoko brush pen set. It comes with a soft tape and hard tape. Both are really good for lettering. After black pen, I want to quickly mention the wet gel or highlighting pen. What I recommend are these two. One is Uniball gel pen and the other one is Posca. This one's good enough for most cases, except sometimes it breaks out a little bit. But if you really want solid white, you can go with Posca because it is actually filled with acrylic white paint. And remember to get the thin tape one so you can use it as a pen. And this one is also included in my gift package, by the way. From the same set of the white gel pen I just mentioned, I also want to introduce this silver and gold version here. I think those two are doing a really good job on adding shining silver or gold texture on your notebook, so if you want to draw some stars, this could be a good option. You can get all three of them from Amazon as a set, and I'll leave the link in the description box down below as well as other supplies I mentioned in this video. Before moving to colorful markers and brush pens, I have this section I want to introduce to you, and I call it Make Your Life Easier. As for the alphabet stamps, it's not something that is super necessary but could make your journal more interesting. If you know me for a while, you know my number handwriting is terrible, and this monthly stamp just saved me, especially for doing yearly setup and writing down calendar on weekly spread. I don't necessarily use it every time, but it's definitely something I want to recommend to you. I'll also include this too in the giveaway package. Then for the ink pad, I got mine from Michael's near my home, and you can also get all kinds of colors based on what you like, either in store or online. Now let's talk about what if you want to add some colors in your journal. The first markers I purchased was Crayola Super Tapes. They're really affordable, and what I got was 50 color sets. It came with a wide range of colors that I haven't even get a chance to use them all. There's also 10, 20, and 100 color options. The quality is actually surprisingly good considering each of them is like less than 50 cents. The design of the tape shape makes it really easy to use. You can either write letters with the tape or color with the side. Even practice your calligraphy with it. And they don't bleed through in most cases. So if you're new to bullet journal and want to try some simple color doodles, this will be a really good one to start with. The next is Tumble Dual Brush Pen. Honestly, I only own this basic set with 9 colors, mainly because they're more on the expensive end, but you can also get them cheaper when they're on sale in Michaels in separate packages. I know this is probably the most popular brush in Bujo community. There's a huge color selections you can choose from, and both ends are designed perfectly for writing and lettering. You can also use it for coloring and highlighting. Until here, I would say that's pretty much all I label as bullet journal essential, and what I'm going to talk from now are more like my preference as a person who loves doing art in journal. At the end, I'll also share some tools I use often. So, the first one is color pencil. I include it here because it's easy to use and some of you may already have it from doing projects back in high school. The one I have is actually super old, but it still works very well in my July Plan With Me video if you remember. It's not easy to master this art media to go for a super realistic style drawing, but it could definitely add some interesting texture to your notebook if you like cute and light color style. Before moving to pigment, there is a colorful liner pen set I want to quickly mention, which is Arteza Inkonic. It has 04 tape and comes with a wide range of colors. Now it's time to introduce my favorite media watercolor. What I have is Paul Rubens watercolor set, comes with 24 colors as regular set and 12 colors as a glitter set. Again, this is not included in the bullet journal essential section, but I highly recommend you to try because it could bring so much fun to you. I really like how you can blend colors and make special texture with it. I hope you can have fun as much as I do. But one thing you need to know is that it does have higher requirement on the notebook paper, so remember to do a pen testing before applying it on your setup. The next is gouache. It is still a pretty new media for me, but the first time I tried it, it feels like a whole new world. What I like about it is opaque colors that you can layer them on top of each other. Unlike watercolor, this one you have so much more space to make mistakes while painting. The one I have was gifted by Arteza, and I think it's actually pretty newbie friendly with wide range of colors, so you don't have to worry about making the colors by yourself at the beginning, and the price is pretty affordable too. By the way, this is the original package. I moved them into this 2 lipsticks organizer to make it more convenient to pick colors. Now we move on to the tool section. Sometimes I like to make Dutch door for weekly spread. I even tried it on monthly view page in May kitty theme where a lot of you started to know me from. So if you're interested in making one, what you need first is a pair of scissors. I usually prepare 2 with different sizes just in case there's some irregular detail shape. Or if you want to make it simple, you can just using this small cutting machine to make it easier. I think I got this one from Michaels. But if you want to make a more complicated one, then I'll recommend you to get an accurate knife and cutting board. But be careful with the knife and don't hurt yourself. Another thing you ask me pretty often is the corner cutter. I got it from Daiso, which is a $1.50 chain store. If you don't have it in your local, you can get a similar one on Amazon too. Recently, I've been pretty obsessed with pop-up box, so I want to quickly mention some glues I use. The typical glue stick is pretty weak, but it works fine for most of simple tasks. Then I have this studded glue tape, easy to apply and you can also redo if you glue it wrong. The next is double tape, stronger than the previous 2. Then for heavy glue purpose, I just discovered this one. But this one is liquid, so you'll need to hold it and let it dry to be stable. There are much stronger glue like Gorilla, but I don't think we'll need it here, so that's it for glue I want to share. The last but not least, washi tape. Maybe I should put it at the beginning of this video since it's easy to apply on your journal, especially if you don't want to draw too much but also want some pretty decorations. So I think you can call it bullet journal essential if you want, same as stickers. I personally don't really use stickers, but if you need it and you like it, that's great. After all, that's your own bullet journal and you don't have to do exactly the same thing I'm doing or mimic me or any other people's designs. I share my setup on the internet as an inspiration, and I always look forward to your recreation with your personal touch. But of course, if you draw the same style, I'll really appreciate too. Okay friends, that's all I want to share with you about my bullet journal supplies. I pretty much cover everything except a few, but I think that's a good amount of information and I hope you can find it helpful for your Bujo journey. Now let's talk about the 10K giveaway. Here I have 2 packages for 2 winners. The first one I call it True Essential, which includes a Sakura pigment set, micro 005 to 08, plus graphic 1 and brush. 1 gold gel pen, 1 Posco white marker, and 2 Van Gogh washi tapes. The second one is called Make Your Life Easier, like I mentioned earlier. It includes 1 box of alphabet and number stamps, a set of monthly stamps, 1 clean stamp base with a wiping cloth, and 3 pretty Chinese-style washi tapes. If you want to win one of these, please click like on this video, subscribe my channel, follow me on Instagram, and then leave comments down below. Tell me which one you like, True Essential or Make Life Easier. I'll announce the winners on November 20th on my YouTube community and contact you for shipping information. By the way, this is an international giveaway except the countries that shipping cannot reach due to COVID.
At the end of this video, I want to thank you again for my 10K subscribers. You guys are the best. I'm so happy to share my work with you all, and I'll try my best to bring more inspirations in the future. As New Year's coming soon, there are some big changes in my life and there'll also be some adjustment in this channel. So stay around and I hope you like the new content I'm going to bring. Thank you for watching this video and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye! I love you guys!